Who's in an unholy alliance? Shabnam Lone. Shabnam Lone, who's in an unholy alliance?
You know, the slogan of BJP was that dynasty and democracy do not go together. That's the message which Mr. Amit Shah gave specifically in the Valley. And he was very, very strident in his criticism of family rule. He said, Baap bete ki sarkar or baap beti ki sarkar nahi chalegi. Secondly, he made it very clear that both the families have looted the state, and the words that he used was looted. I would really be very interested to know that since 44 seats and the 44 mission has not been accomplished, on what basis would the looters and the Baap Beti Sarkar and the dynasty and democracy slogan, how they would go about it? One. Secondly, we have a couple of shell-shocked parties today. You see, PDP was really thinking they'll get more than 44 seats, and I think BJP had wrongly calculated that they're going to have 44 seats. Anyway, there has been a newspaper report which has been reported. Somebody talked to me today that Mr. Mufti Mohammad Saeed and Mr. Ram Madhav did have a meeting somewhere in Jammu. Anyway, that's beyond the point. Secondly, what's important is I would like to know how Mr. Amit Shah or the BJP would reconcile with this self-rule of the PDP.
Okay.
That and how the PDP would reconcile
to the panelists.
With the abrogation of Article 370
okay, you made your
BJP.
point. No, I'd like to put this question to the panelists. There is much more at stake. I put this question to our panelists, either of you. The BJP stands to lose more if it gets into this relationship with the PDP. Who agrees with that? The BJP tends to lose more.
I agree with that.
What Ajay Bose, you've spoken.
Kumar stands to gain. And PDP also stands to gain. I don't think BJP is going to lose in this particular bargain.
Rashni, is it pragmatic or long-term with the BJP?
It is opportunist.
It will be very, very difficult. But this is
difficult.
This is the combination that is going to happen. This is difficult, very difficult. But this is what is going to happen.
No,
I have been saying it all day.
What is the great need, Navika, to go ahead with a difficult relationship like this? What do you gain?
To keep the Congress out, you actually fight elections to form governments. That's what most political parties. That's what most political parties fight elections for, to form governments. But my question is really to Mr. R Kesavan. You know, he actually said in the beginning of his debate, he said, the point he made was that Congress has never been the principal party. It's a principled party. Is the principled party the party that did business with PDP in 2002? No. Did you do business with the NC in 2008? No, I'm quoting you exactly. I'm quoting you. 1 minute.
No, you said this.
You said you're a principled party. How could you do business with PDP in 2002 and with the National Conference in 2008 if you're so principled?
No. What Mr. Kesavan, Navika is completely correct. You said we are not the principal party. We are the principled party. You said we are the principled party. You made a value judgment. She's correct.
I said we are not a principal party, but we see who's the principal party. I never said.
Now you're twisting it.
Now you're twisting it.
I talked about the PDP replay.
This situation cannot be averted for long, because in Jammu and Kashmir, as I told you earlier also, the most undesirable thing is to put the state under president's rule or governor's rule.
No, but there's another
so there are compulsions for both parties if they make it.
Sir, I'd like to get Rashnik and after that Aarti and Nirja on this.
See, what is the necessity? The necessity is this: for PDP, it is like putting NC out of the dock. For BJP, it is putting Congress out of the dock. So with one coalition, you are killing two. Basically, at least you are putting them into a place where they are not in power. That is an important necessity for both of
them. Is it an acknowledgement, Nirja and Aarti, of a bigger point? That the Kashmir Valley, there was an attempt. What was Mission 44 about? Mission 44 was about breaking into the Kashmir Valley. Now, there are different ways in which the government can be formed here today. Jay, would you like to come up and just take us through it?
Yeah.
PDP plus BJP, 44 seats.
25, 44 is the halfway mark. They can easily scale up to 53.
So this is a 44. It's a majority
it's a
mark in the
neat
House.
coalition. If they go the other way with the Congress or with the other parties, look at the trouble. This would still add up to just 42.
Yeah.
Yet keeping them too short of the half.
And it's a hugely complicated relationship. These are not personalities who can easily get along with each other. Sajjad and Omar. Well, you ought to be really, it's
but with a few independents, they could make it.
Absolutely. Third possibility out here,
This is a third possibility. That's again with the JKPC, but they're still going to be too short. Now you have 3 independents, you have the JK secular party, a lot of small parties and independents that they have to deal with if they go for
But it tells you there are possible government formation situations which don't include the BJP.
Yeah.
So there are ways in which in which you can form the government if you want to without the BJP as well. Yes. Nirja, Aarti and Sabha. Is it an acknowledgement by the PDP? By tying up with the PDP, is it an acknowledgement that we tried to get into the Kashmir Valley and we've been rejected? Is that an acknowledgement that the BJP will be making here? Kashmir Valley yours, Jammu is ours.
Yeah, well, Arnab, in any case, I always thought Mission 44 was an unrealistic target. And all that history that, Javadekar gave us, I don't know what they were thinking of when they put that number of 44. But I think that the PDP, BJP is something that has to happen. Arnab, if it doesn't happen, the gulf between Kashmir and Jammu will just widen. And this is the only alliance that can help to bridge that gulf. It will be a difficult relationship, there's no question about it, but this is the only relationship that can help to bridge that gulf. And I think in the interests of the state and the larger national interest, it's an important alliance.
Yes, but it's significant what you're saying here because I'm looking at the numbers here. It's 1.18%. The BJP, of course, not opened its share of seats in the Kashmir Valley, of course. My question is, if I just pull up the graphics there, has the BJP been able to break into the Kashmir Valley? The BJP remains a solely Jammu-based party. It's been burnished by the fact here, in fact, that as far as the Kashmir Valley is concerned, the BJP gets 1.18%. They got 0.93% in the Lok Sabha election. So to an extent, you're right. The entire base of the BJP, its vote share, its seats are coming entirely from Jammu. Yes, Nirja. Nirja.
I agree with Aarti there that you cannot have a government led by a party which represents only one region. So if you leave out either Jammu or the valley, this is going to be very risky, fraught with risk about what happens to the state in the future. Now, the other thing that can be done is if the NC were to support PDP and Congress combination, that also would add up in numbers, but the NC's ruled that out.
Very unlikely.
Therefore, the only viable, politically stable formation is this difficult, but then every alliance is difficult.
No, but that is difficult.
I've spoken to people
not
in
having
Srinagar.
Not having an alliance is also difficult.
Kumar,
having alliance is a difficult alliance, but not having alliance
in the morning,
is perhaps more difficult.
In the morning, I was one of the first people who said it will be PDP, BJP. By now, I've changed my view a little bit because the BJP is they're two heavyweights now. The margin is very small over here. The BJP, right now, I'm given to understand that because the Congress has already made an offer, that there is a lot of thinking, unconditional offer, that there is between now government formation in such a complicated situation. The simpler thing may happen because the BJP, there is a view in the BJP that this is also their opportunity to come to power. So in fact, the performance being so close of both the parties, the margin of 3 makes the possibility of a PDP Congress government also a reality.
But they'll be 7 short. They'll be 7 short.
They'll figure it out.
How can they figure it out?
No, watch it. Navika, let's look at those numbers again.
Look at those numbers.
No, let's look at the numbers again.
It's a highly unstable government that has come about.
No, one sec, just one.
And also, Mufti's experience with the Congress in the past has not been a pleasant one.
And what is wrong?
That 2002 to 2008 period,
BJP has
made
simpler. The situation is changing so quickly that I've been calling up people.
The scenario being presented here.
Everybody is positioning. Everybody is positioning.
No, watch it. No, the scenario that Sabha is talking about.
It's a minority.
The scenario that Sabha is talking about.
Only arithmetical. Only arithmetical possibility. It is not political possibility.
No, watch. Just 1 minute. Watch 1 minute. PDP. Watch it. PDP plus, and let's put up the numbers. PDP plus Congress plus Sajjad Right? Plus independence.
Just be with them, yeah, please.
Plus independence.
You carry on any hypothetical situation, or you can keep on adding numbers.
That comes to
we are
45.
talking about a stable government which has to come about a
Rahul Gandhi. I mean, please.
Cannot go there.
There's no question of that happening.
No question.
Anyway, the whole process is going to take some days.
Just let's
cannot go there.
Can everyone not speak to
Can I just point out one thing? It may well be that the BJP-PDP alliance may be a more stable one. But please try and understand that Narendra Modi is also the Prime Minister of the country. Yeah. If this alliance, which everybody admits is going to be a difficult alliance, if it blows up in his face,
exactly.
He will have to take some of that responsibility. Why should he risk? Why should he risk just to be a junior partner in Kashmir? Why should he risk his larger national credibility, considering that they have such deep-rooted
Mr. Rajagopalan.
The other point
Mr. Rajagopalan.
What is deep-rooted?
One at a time, please, 1 second.
One second. What is deep-rooted? Article 370 is never deep-rooted. How many times they put it onto the back burner? Come on, please. RSS, please. We can carry on debating this. How many times has Article 370 put in the Kashmir? How many times has Article 370 gone into the background? How many times?
There was 6 years.
It was a first controversial statement that was made by a minister
but how many
in this
times
government
has it been put on the back burner?
Immediately after the government
how many times has it gone into the back burner? How many times has it?
Gentlemen, 1 second. One at a time, please.
There is another problem. There is also the question of power sharing. Okay, now sources are saying that with this kind of close number, if you're talking, if Mufti is going to enable the BJP to share.
Sabah, theoretically possible. Theoretically.
No, I'm just.
But I'm telling you why it won't happen. And let's get our panelists also on it. I just want to go back to our panelists. 1 minute. The reason I think it will not happen is because if you look at Mehbooba Mufti's diatribe against the Congress party has always been harsher, hasn't it, than a diatribe as vis-a-vis the BJP. Yes. She has accused the Congress party of indulging in every, and I quote, she says every single mistake, every single act of corruption, every single incident of land grabbing, scam and scandals for the last 6 years. I don't think this is going to vanish overnight. Yeah. And it's not going to vanish overnight, and she's not going to say, oh, let's forget all this and let's weigh our options and go with Rahul Gandhi.
No, I think in the BJP also, soon after Lok Sabha, as she pointed out, soon after the Lok Sabha elections, that Minister of State from Jammu made a statement that we are committed to abrogation of Article 370. It was immediately corrected. So there is an awareness in the BJP.
Can I answer what Ajay both said?
Sensitive.
Yes, Rashmi.
You see, look at the flip side of what he said. He said, why would Mr. Modi want it to bomb? But look at it, when Mr. Modi gives support to PDP, he establishes himself as a statesman-like figure, saying, oh, we wanted a stable government, and there it is. There we have a stable government. It gives us immense goodwill throughout Jammu and Kashmir. Immense goodwill.
In fact, he will be seen as flexible. In fact, he will be seen as flexible and not stubborn in this case. And he wants to be seen, and he wants to neutralize. He wants to neutralize the RSS.
All over India.
No, but he wants to neutralize the RSS. RSS has been campaigning 370. He wants to neutralize RSS. This is a biggest opportunity.
It is 53, much above the 44 mark. Therefore, PDP-BJP alliance is stronger, and in return, in lieu of that, in the morning, as I told you, I have information. Modi will induct 2 ministers from PDP, and also in February 2015, Rajya Sabha election from Jammu Kashmir is going to happen. There, the BJP will also play a major role in that.
This completely goes against the way the BJP has been behaving for the past 6 months. It completely goes against the grain of Amit Shah's. No, it completely goes against the grain of Amit Shah's very aggressive style of politics, where he's not trying to do coalition dharm, trying to do. It's complete. That if it was the old Vajpayee's BJP, certainly yes. But this is a different BJP. This is a very aggressive BJP, which is constantly giving a message, and it wants to follow.
So what do you feel? Is it good or bad?
No, we are not talking about good or bad.
Okay, 1 second. A few minutes into the debate. A few minutes into the debate. And may I please ask, whatever, irrespective of whatever happens, did the BJP fail or succeed in Mission 44? We haven't even come to that issue yet. Did the BJP fail or win in Mission 44?
Mission 44
No, why don't you want to look at the whole issue?
BJP has clearly failed in Mission 44. They have got nothing in Srinagar. Mr. Modi held so many rallies in Srinagar, but nothing happened.
Only one rally was held in Kashmir.
And they have not achieved 44.
They barely got 1% of the vote in the valley.
But with PDP, they can say we have achieved by forming a government.
The kind of hardball that Modi and Amit Shah play with allies. Now you're going to do that in Kashmir with your weight from Jammu. It's going to be a very, very difficult bargaining process. Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying? There are 2-3 things. I mean, why? Of course, it's a more stable thing. But the point is the BJP is not going to give the muftis and all a free lunch. They're not inclined that way. This whole thing of making statesman-like gestures, they will have a cadre which will say, this is our opportunity. Shama Prasad Mukherjee made this sacrifice for us. This is our opportunity to ki hum Srinagar se bhi jhanda lehrayenge.
So therefore you're saying it won't happen?
And there is another question. Can I please? There's another question. The other question is the BJP is known for these fancy swearing-in ceremonies. Now, I just want you to think of a swearing-in ceremony. Now, if Narendra Modi, all top BJP leaders, in the past there have been leaders of the Sangh Parivar who have joined swearing-in ceremonies. Will they all come into Srinagar along with the PDP, make a happy picture? No, make a happy picture because that swearing-in will be 1 second. That swearing-in won't be as much the case of Mufti Mohammad Saeed being sworn in or his daughter being sworn or whoever becomes chief minister. It will really be about the BJP's entry into Jammu and Kashmir.
Yes.
There will be an everlasting political impact of such a swearing-in ceremony. I'm not asking a question of whether it is good or bad.
We are analyzing what
I am not naive to ask.
When you're analyzing, you have a net result.
I'm not saying yes,
bad.
Mr. Alak. It's either this or that. I'm giving you an analytical
framework. When you say that this will happen, is that good for India or bad for India? That's the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you a direct question. Is it good for India or bad for India?
No, I don't have a view on that. I know what is happening in India. I don't take editorial position of what is good for India, bad in India. I'm not laying a flag anywhere. And don't try to make me do that. I've done more for India than you have done. With some advertising campaigns here and there.
Okay,
what question my thing.
I am saying, is the PDP-BJP alliance good for India or bad for India?
Let's have a more intelligent conversation than this.
Why are you doing an unintelligent conversation of saying, this will happen, that will happen? I am not turning around and saying that this is bad or good, but I think this is very difficult.
Nothing is good or bad. There are shades of grey.
Okay, what are you trying to say then? Okay, come to one line and say, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I don't have to explain myself to you at all.
Then I don't have to explain to you either. I don't have to explain to you.
When I am talking, then don't
what rubbish.
I have had no pleasant conversations between the NC and the PDP.
Carry on talking about this, but I won't tell you what the conclusion is.
All right, 1 second, Mr. Kesavan. 1 second. Mr. CR Kesavan, not Mukul Kesavan, wants to make a point. Yes, Mr. Kesavan.
Mr. Arnab Goswami, not Mr. Ankur Goswami, let me make a point. See, what I want to say is this, that BJP has got a checkered mandate this time. Let us not forget that. And if the ball is in the PDP's court. The PDP has to decide because the Valley has completely shunned. The Valley has completely shunned the BJP. So will the PDP be ready for a Garvapasi happening in the Valley if they align with the BJP? Have they ever thought about
Garvapasi? Okay, Vani Tripathi.
It could very well happen in the Valley. No, I'm asking it for the PDP, sir. PDP is the one who has to decide.
Okay,
PDP has to make the call.
No, fine. I'll let Vani Tripathi answer that question. Everything can't be linked to a Garvapasi. One second, Vani Tripathi.
No, Arnab. There is one Garvapasi which is very much. There is one Ghar Vapsi which is very much required for the country, and that is if Mr. Rahul Gandhi does Ghar Vapsi to the addressal of governance and issues related to governance in his own party, and that Ghar Vapsi will be very positive, for his own party and the politics of our times. But having said that, this is probably one of the first times there were so many speculative views on what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir and who will form the government, in the next few days. But as I said in the morning, and I maintain it, It will not be a government for just Jammu or Kashmir or Leh or Ladakh. It will be a comprehensive government, whoever makes an alliance and forms a government there, so that the region which hasn't progressed over so many years can get the development and progress that it requires. And that is why the agenda should not be one of how to vertically divide it. The agenda should be how to be comprehensive and bring it together.
But be warned, Vani, as I wrap up, I just say this to you. Be warned, the PDP are tough players, and Mufti Mohammad Saeed is a slightly more tough political personality compared to Uddhav Thackeray. You're not going to find him as flexible. He's been around for longer. He's a tough negotiator. He's a tough player. He's switched sides. So he's not as easy to handle as Uddhav Thackeray. I thank you very much for joining us on this very interesting debate on Mission 44.